Hello. How is that for actual coordination for me for once? Actual vague coordination. I've just turned off the tractor. Never mind. Coordination ruined by me turning off tractor. Hey CD. Massey, John Trucker, about the road from Jim's house. Ned, I saw Rose Vampire as well. I can't remember who else was there. Who was in chat? I'm sorry, my memory's terrible. I was having too much fun playing about with the horn. Great little mouth, this tractor. It's a bit loud. I'm going to, probably later tonight, tone down the volume. Simulator Gaming, hello! I'm probably going to tone down the volume of this thing, just a touch. And, forward diversion onto Landy, because we both agree this tractor's way too loud. I'm fine with tractors being louder, but that's too loud compared to everything else in game. Hello Barry, how are you doing today? By the way, CD, I didn't get a chance to reply, but I did have a look at the pictures you sent me earlier. I was taking some time AFK to watch just some telly and enjoy sitting down doing nothing. Because I've been up since like 10:30 this morning. I'm quite surprised at my own behaviour. I got up at a human hour, which means I'm going to be very easily confused. But those pictures you sent me of the Abbey were even better than the pictures last night. That was stunning. What's the plan for live stream? Well, we need to do hay work. We actually need to do hay work. For the simple reason that we need to make money. And we need to make money because we need to buy, is it 13 more cows? To be within the rules? If you didn't watch today's video, then you've missed it. The rule came up that I have to have 25 cows minimum at any given point. I'm currently 13 short of that number. You like loud tractor? Oh, I get that some people like that it's loud. It's just painful for like trying to balance that noise during a stream, that I effectively have to turn the entire game down just to use this tractor and have every other tractor be nearly inaudible. That's what I mean by like it's way too loud. It's just like from my point of view and Landy's point of view, we're trying to balance audio for streams and videos. I could take out alone, but I mean I was halfway through making the hay anyway, Jim's house, so it was just good, some good coincidental timing. Phasey and MJ, hello. Hello, Grease. Man whose name I coincidentally never say because I can't read it. And I know you've told me, or somebody's told me before, what your name is, and I have just, I'm terrible for remembering. Hey Paul, how am I doing today? I'm doing good. I get to play with hay again. I hope you don't take it personally, dude. It's just non-Roman letters I get very confused with. Hello, Jack. How you doing today? You don't like the amount of food the cows take? I've heard that in 1.3 they've been toned down, so they might take significantly less food now. In fact, let's see if it's been straight up halved, because it has been reduced significantly. Forza Farmer, hello. Difficult for... yeah. His name is Evangelos Gretzis. I'm still just gonna call him Greek guy. He knows who he is, and he knows that I don't mean any disrespect by calling him the Greek dude. I'll need a lot of cows, need so OP much food. No, they've toned it down in patch 1.3, which is what I'm running, which is why I'm not doing multiplayer this week, or for the foreseeable. I'm now running the beta patch, and they have they've turned up the volumes, which is possibly part of the reason that the Deutz is a bit unhappy. And they've also, from what I understand, reduced the amount of feed animals take. Is this tractor good? Yes. I mean, just look at how redonkulous the tires are. The tires are bigger than the tractor. Actually, I think the rear tires are the same width as the tractor. These are, of course, the biggest tires it can take, and I need to zoom out again because that's actually deafening. The rear tires, yeah, the tires on this are the biggest it can take, which is basically flotation tires. I mean, I don't think you'd use this in a field ever unless the field was flooded. It would probably make a good boat, though. 25 silage bales for 20 cows, a bit silly. I don't know if I agree with you on that. I think I disagree. Are you able to select any other option other than buy on or off for the workers for slurry manure? No, because the way the buy system works is like either you buy the manure yourself or the slurry yourself, or you get it from the cows, or the hired worker buys it automatically and it costs you a bit more. It is cheaper to have like buying turned off. However, it is a lot more faffery involved. Bear in mind, guys, the timescales in Farm Sim are really weird. Bear in mind that, like, cows are going to take a lot more food in Farm Sim than they do in real life because, like, a crop can grow in 3 days. So they're kind of, you know, the animals take maybe proportionally less food, but the food they take is increased vastly because you can get stupid amounts of food very quickly for the animals. I feel like it's a bit more balanced with seasons, usually. I enjoy how this beta works backwards for some reason. How am I finding 1.3? On controller it's a bit more... Do I not use the wheel anymore? I don't use it because there's a lot of crap under my desk again. I've managed to clutter under my desk. And it would take a little while for me to set the wheel up. And today, for example, I was just in a bit of a lazy mood and didn't come up here until about 4:30. At which point, like, I had a pot bolognese thing. And yeah, I kind of had to focus on getting that eaten and getting the stream started. Also, for a rare occasion, I'm actually drinking a cup of tea as opposed to a cup of coffee. Do I have any history of farming myself? Technically, no. Like, I've never worked on a farm. I've never driven a tractor. I've sat in a couple of tractors, but I've driven one, never worked on a farm. But also, technically, yes, because I did work in an agricultural lab. So, I have worked with farmers before, just not at farming. Also, my mic is slightly too low. You've always been a coffee drinker. I honestly prefer tea. I know that I don't drink it much on streams, but I prefer tea. Usually on streams I'm just after waking up and drinking coffee to wake myself up. Today I've been awake for hours and the tea is just like an extra drink, I guess. Which I'm going to regret later, but that's a problem for later. So the plan for today, much to my own annoyance, is just to do hay. Future Dave's problem. Future Dave can blame past Dave for everything. Yeah, the plan for today is just to do some baling of hay. I don't even know how that happened yet. I was like watching YouTube videos on my laptop, because I do that before bed. And I just kind of leave a playlist running. I woke up, the playlist was still going, which is usually stopped by the time that I've woken up. And it was only like 5 or 6 hours later, and I was like, oh, okay. Don't select square bales and size bunker. I didn't plan to, Rochelle, that's for silage. Did I get your comment from today's video? I think I did, Paul. I've been a bit slow with looking at comments lately. I need to do that after the stream, actually. Hello, Joshua. Just look at feedback and whatnot. How am I today? I'm actually really good today. I'm in a good mood. I've been sleeping at, well, waking up at a human hour. And I had my favourite breakfast today, so I'm in a good mood. I woke up and I was like, I want favourite breakfast. So I asked my dad to very kindly nip down to the shop and get me a breakfast roll. So I had my beloved breakfast roll for breakfast this morning. And a cup of coffee. And obviously I went for a shower because my hair actually looks vaguely good. My hair is behaving itself today. Actually the way that I like it. Oxy the suffixes and changes look to make on a Facebook page. I would imagine there's going to be a couple more on top of what he's listed already. But, yeah. Anyone knows there a wheel you can plug a headset into? Is there... Why would you want to do that, SRF? Genuine question. Do I watch Farmflix? I used to, when they were under... What was the original name of Farmflix? Because they did change their name like a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. I used to watch them when it was like short documentaries, and now it's just kind of like really short videos advertising a DVD, which is... He's removing the killer butterfly collections. Yeah, I heard that the butterflies were a bit silly. This 6R is doing pretty well on the Baler, actually. I know that you guys would prefer I use the fast track because that's what Mr. George Saunders uses, but I quite like the look of the green contrasts. Butterflies technically, yes, they did, Alexander. But I'm gonna rule that down to Oxy making a mistake and it just never cropping up in testing. But yeah, the butterflies had collisions. Laptop's running 65 screen over there. We can see it set up over here. You can't use your favorite headset because cable. Why not get like one of those wireless headsets, SRF? Yeah, 14 kph looks very slow, doesn't it? Well, why don't slow and delay? Good point. But would it not make as much sense as anything else? Because I don't think there is a wheel that exists that you can plug a headset into. I mean, you could send off emails to like Logitech and Fanatec and Thrustmaster and ask them, but off the top of my head, I can't think of one that allows for that. Hunter Call of the Wild. The Hunter Call of the Wild is, we broke everything, we're now trying to fix it desperately. So it's used for guitar, drum, gaming. Ah, I see. I need to look into getting a new headset, I think, at some point. You had 121 bales from Field 19. Your PS2 Thrustmaster has. Yeah, like I said, you're probably best off, because, I mean, it's not something that I necessarily check for in Wheels ever. You're probably best off, like, looking through Thrustmaster's catalogue, through Fanatec's catalogue, and Fanatec probably wouldn't, but looking through the various catalogues and seeing what they have to offer, and if they don't mention it specifically, maybe send them emails. 169 bales off this field. Maybe I should split this into 2 separate fields. The main point here is the main reason I'm doing this is just to get money for cows. Because I need to buy 13 cows. Hey Caleb. Like, this is my entire logic, is I need 13 cows and I don't want to take out a loan. Because, do you start with a loan? No. Ah, good. Thrustmaster are weird. What time am I going to? I don't know. 7 or 8? One of the two. It depends on a few things. Number one, how well the stream goes. Like if it's a monstrous stream and really well done, like really big later on, then I'll probably try and push the extra hour on. If it's kind of average size, I'll just go at the same time as usual. Hello Rob, how are things? Things are good. Those are all ploughed, lined, and all fertilised. Stack the bales in the barn by the cattle barn. Yeah. Thing is, I don't want to go that many bales from a single field. Did I cheat money? I cheated money initially, max, but I nuked it down to like a reasonable amount, and now the only money cheating I'm doing is cheating money out for when I crash, and that confuses people apparently, because I've had a couple of people wondering how the hell do you do the money cheat. Everyone always remembers big fields, yeah. Hey Oxy. And Patty, hello, how are you doing? Are you breeding those invincible butterflies yet, Oxy? Because I'm sure there are some countries that will want to weaponize those. There's tanks coming over the hill! Quick, deploy the butterflies! You have to get rid of the class beta because the pickup just missed too much material. Hope it gets an update. You can update it yourself, Six. This is the thing with the class with equipment, is it's very easy to edit. Especially balers, you just extend the work area. Butterflies don't have collisions now. So they're no longer weaponized butterflies. Do you know what? I can't actually remember Field 43 on Oakfield. I can remember Field 3 on Coldborough. And the gigantic field on Shellington that I decided it was a bright idea to do in Sugar Beets. That ended up creating Beet Mountain. Can I thank Oxy for a good map? You can thank him yourself, David. He's like... He's literally under you in chat. You don't need to go through me. What has simulator gaming done now? I always worry when there's a reaction to something simulator gaming's done. If it was 15 years, this tiny map made the entire outside into a maze field. I think it's impossible to make a UK map with placeables. It's fine to do it with a placeable area. But I don't think you can get anywhere near the caliber of yards you can get in GE with placeables. Because even a badly done yard in the UK style is better than what you can do with placeables. Or even the Irish style, I guess. Bradley, I think that's an imitation of the game. Simulator Noodle Boy didn't do anything for once. That's a first. 1.1 should be giants by the end of the week. Good news to all. And then it will begin again. When's version 1.1 coming? You know, from the start, 1.1. That means mainland. I'm gonna be cheating money in to buy it just so that my save game matches what 1.1. I might just cheat in 14 million to buy that entire area for comedy reasons. Yeah, you can't match the quality that you can get in GE with placeables, Jeremy. Like that's. I can understand what VF is doing. He's trying to show the versatility of the placeable system, but it's just not. It's not as versatile as he likes to think it is, I guess. And why on earth you'd nuke an Oxy yard for placeables, I don't know. Peterville has been resubmitted to Giants. It's been submitted at least twice. Also, hey Henry. Well, Sandy Bay. Why would anybody want a 4-year-old map in the game? Like, I can get maybe wanting Oxy to remaster Sandy Bay to be better than ever, but why you'd want him to go back to something he made 4 years ago and convert that up, I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. I think instead of doing converts, Oxy just does rebuilds. Yeah, I'm fully behind him wanting to try something different and explore the limitations of the placeable system. I don't think it's worked. from what people have been saying. I don't think the experiment has worked. But I'm completely behind people doing experimental stuff. Hell, I do it some. The entire point of the Insanity Challenge at first was an experiment, and the same with Crowdsource, was just to see what happens. And they both worked out pretty well. So, you know, experimental stuff can work. But maybe not nuking some of the best yards known to farm sim. Editing them? Maybe. Completely destroying them and trying to use the farm sim placeable system instead? Not so much. Hey David. That said, props to VF for at least trying that experiment. I'll be interested in seeing where he goes with it from there. Hope Bullet Bill comes back. I hope he does as well. I can't help but feel like he's shortchanging the game a bit in some ways. But if he's not enjoying the game, he's not enjoying the game, and it's entirely up to him whether he wants to mod or not, so. And even if he does want to mod for 19, whether he wants to mod publicly or not. Will Marwell Farm come to console for 19? Matthew! I want you to do something for me real quick, okay? I want you to go onto the main menu of Farm Sim, hit the mods button, and you see your left thumbstick here? Press down on that, and you'll find Marwell there. For some reason you gotta go to the See All Mods menu, which is the left thumbstick. L3 on PS4, the left stick on Xbox. You gotta press it down until it clicks, and you will get to the menu from that. You'll be able to see all mods. Yeah, unfortunately, Oxy, it seems like it's somewhat hidden somehow. Giants seem to have an issue with getting mods to appear on the in-game mod hub correctly. If there's a mod that says it's on console on the website, and this is the best place to this is the best way to do it. Check the website. If it says it's on console, you need to check the view all mods thing. I don't know why, but you do. And it will appear there. I promise you. Because I've had to do that a couple of times even on PC when I've forgotten to download a mod and I had the game open and I couldn't be bothered relaunching it. Like, I couldn't find the mod in the default mod hub, I had to go to view all mods. And it's odd that that's a decision they made. There's top mods and all mods. How is Marwell not a top mod? This is something that confuses me. Is that I see mods releasing and immediately they're top mods and they're from... Like, they're not the best quality in the world ever, but they're from people whose names I recognize. And then I see something coming out from Oxy and it's just another one of the crowd, and I don't understand it. Weights are class top mods. Excuse me, Oxy. Clearly, weights are the most important thing in Farm Sim ever. I have it on absolutely no authority whatsoever that the first DLC for FS19 is going to be a weights DLC. Exclusively front weights for all of your weight needs, because there just aren't enough weights yet. We need to be able to build castles out of weights. I think, I don't want to say translation error, but I think it was just something being lost between them not having English as a first language and us having English as a first language, Alexander. I think there was something kind of lost in the middle there. Also, the top mods are from Giants themselves. Yeah, it's... I don't understand how the mod hub works at all. To be very honest. It's completely nonsensical to me. I think probably we have enough bales to buy the 13 cows, and we've still got quite a bit of the field to go, so this is going to be painful. Mod hub has gone backwards since then. It's gone... I think it's gone sideways. I don't think it's really gone forwards. I don't think it's necessarily gone backwards. I think it's just taken a weird turn. You know when, like, there's a second way that you can go somewhere that's exactly the same length as the normal way you go, and you just take that extra turn for no reason other than it's different and it just feels wrong? I think that's where the mod hub has gone for 19. It's just like, it's different, and I don't think it's the right move they've made. I don't think it's working as it should just yet. I also don't know if they'll kind of look at it and try to fix things, so... I hope they do. I really hope they do. But, I'm not gonna hold my breath for it. The mod hub is Good luck loading all those bales. Oh god. I'll survive somehow. Intel HD graphics 530. You've got integrated graphics that probably won't run FS19 very well. Integrated graphics generally aren't supposed to be used for games. They're for like watching YouTube videos and streams and stuff. Getting auto stacker. With what money, Barry? Actually, could I lease the triple stacker? Well, I recommend this not too expensive. I mean, if you're going for not too expensive, get whatever the minimum is. Get the minimum required graphics card. Or recommended, at least. Or minimum recommended, I should say. There we go. Or the cheapest one you can find that is vaguely modern, like a 7 series or ideally like a 9 series from Nvidia. Is that little auto stacker out? The triple stacker should be in game from Giants, is it not? Am I after realizing just now that there's a bit of equipment that... This thing! I can rent this, surely. Yeah. Because I want to stack into threes anyway. GT 1030? Yeah. You can run... Well, the minimum is, yeah, the game will work, but not well. The recommended's where you should be going, but, I mean... If you want to go super cheap, actually recommended's probably your better bet, because it's going to future-proof you slightly. Sub €100. Oh, good lord. I'm just like, €100, that's a really good price for... You know, a hard drive. It stacks 16, Alexander. It's still in the game. If it's the one I think you mean. The, this one. That's still in game. It's just that I want to use the triple stack so that I have to load the trailer manually. Valerie BG, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Matters. Hope you enjoy your stay. Kian, hello. 1050. 1050 is probably your better bet. It's about the same as a 960, roughly. Although the TI might be closer to a 970. UVGT 1030, Assetto Corsa runs mid to high, so how? Oh, I know how, because you're not trying to record it. Assetto Corsa does not like being recorded. Am I from Ireland? Yes, I am from Ireland. I'm the most Irish person you will ever meet. I'm indeed Irish. Hon, you boy, you. Top of the morning to you. I remember seeing it on a Shamrock video. Oh, I know which one you mean. Am I live on Twitch? I shouldn't be. If I am, then I'm very confused because I've only got OBS set up to go live on YouTube. Oh god, we've still got like half the field to do. This is true, Yanis. You like Steam? If the graphics are bad or something, you can get a refund. I think used Steam refunds once, maybe twice, and that was. I definitely used it. This is gonna sound weird. I used the Steam refund on FS17 so that I could buy direct from Giants, and then bought a second version on Steam anyway. And I can't remember if I've ever used it otherwise, but I do distinctly remember The miters, wides, and the small doits are like flotations. Yes, they are, Bradley. Yes, they are. Where's the doits? I mean, I'm never going to run short of traction with these bad boys on. Let's face it. This is just excessive amounts of grip. You'll celebrate when CDF. I think Bale stacking is fine. Yeah, Alexander, I was nicked from the Frontier Modding Discord, if memory serves. From all the private rooms in there. And I think I tweaked it as well to do something else. I think I might have edited something about it. Those tires would work. Those tires would work good if you want the thing to be floating down a river, Yanis. I mean, if you filled those with helium, the tractor would probably lift off the ground. It would just float along. They are excessively large tires. Should try the Valtras from FSUK. I might. Are they the ones by Mr. Mazzoni? 1174. Good for reducing ground compaction. I mean, surely with tires that big there would be a net negative compaction from the doits. It would actually, like, loosen the ground up, because those things are huge. Imagine running a plow with those tires. They're from Mr. Mazzoni. Ah. Yeah, I know the Valtras then. You gonna put a picture of Valtra in Discord? I won't be checking until after the stream, Alexander, but feel free. I'm bound to have a friend who's gonna be a bit annoyed by me because he decided to send me a text just before the stream. I replied once, and I have no doubt that he's replied since. And wondering why on earth Dave isn't replying. I'll have to send him a message afterwards saying, sorry, I was busy doing a stream for YouTube and entertaining people. Hey, Tom. Actually, John, if you're here, if you have replied to me, I didn't see it yet. You real life houses on this map, Harry? Awesome. Can't be pink. Nope. Not interested. That's a deal breaker. Valtra must be able to come in pink. Or cow. Pink or cow Valtra is best Valtra. No pink, no Valtra. FS19 is a good game. Yes, it is. My favorite telehandler in the game. It's either of the bigger two. Pink Cow Valtra is clearly superior Valtra. Either of the bigger two telehandlers. Like the Massey is good until you get it worn out, and then it looks atrocious. The other one that I've just mind blanked on the brand is also quite good. Is the feed triggering the cab barn dropped? I've not had an issue with it, Bradley. Has anybody else had an issue with the trigger in the cab barn? Why is there no JCB telehandler but it's in the gate? What? The Manitou! Thank you, Tom, for unintentionally reminding me what the other brand was. Yeah, the bigger Manitou I like. The articulated one is a pain in the rear end. The lead pair, that's a mod though, Rob. Like, we're talking about the base game ones. Why is there no JCB telehandler in the game, but JCB itself is in the game? The same reason that there's no New Holland telehandler in the game, but New Holland's in the game. Or no JCB wheel loader in the game, but JCB's in the game. It's just there was a decision made not to put it in. I believe it's going to be modded in at some point by Giants, but it's just a matter of when. The Massey telehandler has a different hitch, so is that what people were saying about it looking like it was floating? It's the Massey telehandler specific. That's interesting. Because I saw some comments that it was a bit floaty, and I looked at mine because it's on the Manor and I said, no, it's not. It's perfectly fine. Is it specific to the Massey telehandler? JCB launched their new load-all range next month. I hope somebody mods in a load-all. Close to 10k. I have been for a couple of months now. So I'm just enjoying the streams. And quick little story. On TeamSpeak, we kind of talk about our streams in terms of numbers, and yesterday I just wasn't in the mood to keep track of numbers, so Landy asked me how I was streaming, and I said, yeah, it was good. It was, you know, decent, and then went quiet. I was kind of talking about the chat, and SFTN came in and said, hey Dave, what kind of numbers did you get in the stream? I was like, I have no idea, I wasn't keeping track. They're numbery numbers. I've just stopped tracking most analytics for the channel now. Because, like, if I were to do that, I'd just get depressed. Like, views are down, oh, subs are down, oh, ad rev is way down, oh. And instead I'm just like, did I have fun today? Yes, it was a good stream. Oxy makes his decisions based on which zoos he's been to. It's the Bale fork. CD's Bale fork on the Massey Thailander apparently does a bit of a floaty. Don't worry about the numbers, just have fun. Thing is, in theory I should worry about the numbers, but I'm just like, eh. We're gonna get the rights on the mod hub. In-game mod hub, oh. Like, I'm a YouTuber, I'm supposed to care about these numbers, and I'm just like, I have people in the stream who are talking, and chat is going at a reasonable clip, and I'm enjoying myself, so that's all I care about right now. Haven't been in farm in a few days, that's fair enough. It's on the mod. I need to edit this tractor slightly though. It is miles too loud for my liking, and Landy feels the same, so one of the two of us is going to at some point just rage quit hearing the default sounds of this tractor and just nuke them down a bit. It'll probably be me, because I tend to get more frustrated by that kind of thing. When did I first start playing Farm Sim? It was in 2012, 2013, late 2012, early 2013, after FS13 released. I watched. This is going to be a strange story. I'll be very honest. This is a strange story, but it's 100% true. I watched NerdCube's meme video making fun of Farm Sim. So I got it for myself, thinking this will be a good laugh, and I'll have like a few hours of fun on it and just never look at it again. I started doing the same meme things and just derping about in general, and I realized, hang on, this is actually really fun. I'm really enjoying myself, and I have I kind of got into it from there. In FS15 I started making videos, and in FS19 I was invited over to the Giants office, so you know, you never know where you're gonna go with a game. It's strange. Landy's been sacked. Watches Nurture. I watch him occasionally, Rob. But he is somewhat intentionally tanking his own channel. Because he's fed up of YouTube and their faffery. And they're generally not caring for creators, which you'd be surprised at how many people say, I really want to quit YouTube if I could. Or I wish YouTube didn't do this or that or the other or something like that. Right, let's... You found a derp with the triggers. Are you sure, Bradley? I mean, I found a derp with the traffic, but I'm pretty sure it was just me angering physics to the point where it flipped the trailer over. Well, always make sure it's not something that you're doing that's stupid. I'll be very, like, that sounds like I'm being mean, but I do this all the time. It's like, that's just happened. Did I do something to cause that? Is that something that I've done that was just incredibly stupid and I've broken something? Or is that actually broken? You live... Wait, you live over there? I've just visited Harry's house. You ain't even in the cab bar and saying you can load silage outside the bar. Triggers be weird things, Bradley. Like, they sometimes just do things. I've no idea why they do them, but they just do weird random stuff that makes no sense to anybody in the world. But it's just one of those things. Oh, this works a lot better than it used to. In FS17 that would have just been stuck on the front. I can't remember how to unload this though. This is gonna get fun. Excuse me, Bale. Can I introduce you to our Lord and Savior, Bale Stacker? Could you... Just after I praised the Bale Stacker for being better... There we go. Oh dear. Okay, is it just generic unload button? Yes. 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 And immediately won Bale. You were ripping your knitting with it. What? Deutsch is already on console, Richard. Don't worry. Or don't need to ask, just check. Always check before you ask about these things. Check in the show all mods menu, because for some reason mods are showing up there instead of the like bits of the mod hub that you'd normally check. Hello, Hayden. Couldn't find it last night. It is definitely on there. Losing the plot. I've never heard of anybody using the phrase ripping my knitting to mean losing the plot before, dude. I can kind of vaguely understand it, but it makes no sense to me at the same time. You'll look again, yes you will. Guarantee if you check like view all mods and then like newest first or whatever weird faffer you gotta do to get it show up, it'll show up. It's loud. It is too loud. in my eyes. I'm gonna be editing this to be quite a bit quieter. I enjoy how, like, I let it roll and it's silent, and then the second that I touch the throttle is like, ah, just immediately screeches at you. Oh no. Oh, can I anti-faff? The Bales are now mocking me. They formed a loser sign. Come on, there we go. I'm doing my best to keep this thing vaguely quiet so that it's not deafening me. And it's just not possible. Dave mocked by Bales is the first in FS19. It won't be the last time though, I'm pretty sure of that. Get off the... Okay, maybe the extremely wide tires were not the best idea when it comes to like things to put on front of a bale stacker. No, that's... Need a bale pusher on the front. It would still probably get caught up on the tires though, Tom. This is my problem, is like the tires are so big that I need to actually wave the tires around it and then kind of hook in. By the way, for those of you interested in circle racing, there's a big race on today at Yes. I wanted another excuse to use that soundboard clip. Now we're no! Why would you choose anything but the thickest boys available? Me and bad idea are a synonym. I mean, when people do stupid stuff, they now call it doing a Dave, so I guess that is... Oh no! Now the bale's stuck between the... The bale's stuck between the pusher and the tire now. Get off. Bales could do with more weight in the physics, they move too easily. Funny thing is they used to have a lot more weight and they were a bit wonkier with the physics. I think you might be right that they need more weight and less slippy physics. I think we're doing good with the triple stacks though. I still think we're doing good with the triple stacks. Excuse me? See, that's the way it's meant to go. Hello Harrison, how you doing today, dude? Hope you're doing well. See, the joy of this is, when I get the telehandler in, once I've rescued it from the hedge that I left it in, during today's video, it'll just be like, everything will be ready to load up. And everything will be fine and tasty and awesome and delicious. I'm doing good, thank you very much for asking. You like the Hestons from Arm Team? I always thought, like, I thought they were a bit too heavy, if anything. Release. There we go. I have made some sort of weird Bale-related ritual circle, it seems. The druids will be showing up shortly and performing the ceremony. I believe I have made Balehenge. Jeremy, do we both come just think of the same joke at the same time? Well, I said Balehenge, look to the chat, and there's Jeremy saying, it's Balehenge! I love it when... What on earth? Yeah, that'll do. In you... There you go. Let us complete Balehenge for the druids. The ceremony of worship will begin shortly. We need to evacuate the field before then. The druids don't like it when I'm buzzing around Balehenge. Oh, what was that? What was that? That Bale just bounced sideways. Hello, Ryan. How you doing today, dude? I'm gonna have to pick up this Bale next, because like, how did this end up over here? So close to the hedge. There we... Yeah, that's... Hey, there we go. Let's go down along this side. Down for Scania. Whichever one is cheapest. Or... Okay. What? What just happened? Hang on. What was that? I think the druids might have cursed me. Maybe I shouldn't have created Balehenge. How much is a $1 in pounds? I don't know. Put it on a weighing scale and you'll find out. I'd imagine like if it's a $1 bill, then it's probably not that much in pounds. But if it was like a pretty big dollar coin, then it might weigh a decent bit in pounds. Definitely in ounces. Completely forgot about the show all mods. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that, I'll be honest, because it can hide like deserving mods. Has the intake for cows been reduced? I believe so, Bradley. People have been saying it has in like the beta patch, but I've not checked yet. There we go. That's not again. Hey, we are good today, Hayden. How are you? You over your pad couple of days, or is it still ongoing? $15 cows, 3,000 litres of silage. Yeah, I can imagine. Better than yesterday? Every little helps, as they say in Tesco. What does this Bale do? Get off the... Come on. Hit the trick. There you go. 30,000. That sounds a lot more like it. I was like, 3,000 doesn't seem like an awful lot. I don't get why you'd be complaining about 3,000 litres of silage. You're going to get ice... Oh, now I hate you. Are you going to get me some ice cream? It's going pretty good, Patty. How's it going with you? This is a bit of faffery, but it's good faffery because it seems to actually be easier than trying to, you know, manually stack the bales with a fork. Hey, Rabbitman, how you doing today, dude? Come on. Some freeze-dried ice cream. Is that even a thing? I don't think freeze-dried ice cream would be very creamy, is the issue. And I like my ice creams particularly creamy. I like an FS19 so far, yeah. A few minor issues, but there's always going to be. Davenport. Somebody has autocorrect turned on. Who knew that Dave was short for Davenport? Rainbow Davenport Gaming. So the astronauts get... Yes, but it's not creamy. Also, I think those aren't those freeze-dried foods supposed to taste like sawdust or something? Like... My personal favourite ice cream is it Nature Valley, mate? No, they're the granola bars that I like. What's the name of the brand that has like that ridiculously creamy ice cream that tastes insanely well of like a really nice vanilla? Sorry for the autocorrect. It's fine. I just like making fun of autocorrect, Zach. Ben & Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's isn't as creamy as the ice cream I'm thinking of. Bradley M, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm assuming you're in the stream. By the way, Hayden, Flight Sim Fridays or Flying Fridays or whatever I decide to call it is going to remain a thing just because I enjoyed it. Kelly's Cornish. No, it's an Irish brand, but I can't remember the name of it. I am good at promoting my favourite ice cream. That said, my favourite ice cream ever was liquid nitrogen ice cream that we made with Knickers. We made with liquid hydrogen, like twice when I was younger. This is the joy of like being interested in science, is you get to have liquid nitrogen ice cream that like is made right in front of you. Because scientists love ice cream too, and sometimes there's liquid nitrogen around, they get bored. Also, word from the wise, if ever you are making liquid nitrogen ice cream for some reason, be very careful not to wear jeans, because jeans have a habit of freezing. Roundish blue tub, yeah. Jeans, if jeans freeze, they suddenly become a whole lot less comfortable. Cessna 210. I don't even have a Cessna 210, Hayden. You've forgotten the name too, yeah. I don't know why Nature Valley came to mind, because they're the granola bars that I like. And of course, it's just a single Forever Alone Bale. You can fix that. Any frozen... Well, yeah, this is true. But when the liquid nitrogen Blue Bunny... No. I guarantee you I'll remember it after the stream. Actually, to Bing, because I hate Microsoft and their insistence on using Bing. Irish ice cream brand. This is the most useful search I have ever done. So yes, Irish ice cream brand, that'll totally help. What if I search for Irish vanilla ice cream blue tub? It may not be in a blue tub, you know. I'll never find it. Don't forget, Yeah, Rob, the Daytona 500 is on tonight. That is clearly the most important thing in the world. That's that returned. Where did I put the... I'll put the Bale trailer into the shed over here. Again. What did you come into? I've been trying for the last, what, 10 minutes or so to try and remember the name of an ice cream brand that I like, and I just can't. And it's really frustrating me. it's one of those things where I'm just like, I know what I mean. I know what it looks like. I just can't remember the name. How am I? I'm doing good. How are you? Say it's the brand Tillamook is amazing. It's from Tillamook, Oregon. Very nice. We're gonna have to dismantle Balehenge, I'm afraid, guys. I know the Druids will be upset, but... How do I watch Daytona over there? Fun thing, my phone and internet package also comes with TV stations. And one of them are coincidentally showing Daytona live. And even more coincidentally, they've got a website that I can watch it on. I just need to do some faffery and remember which browser it is that actually works with that website. Murphy's? I don't think it's Murphy's. Murphy's is one of my favorite stouts, though. Hey, Galcom. How's things? Things are good. How are things with you, dude? Let's... Ooh. Okay. The old reverse entry to the field drift. I like that. It's a unique way of entering the... That's... There we go. You're the first person who I've ever seen the 3 words in a row, I like Fosters. I don't know a single person who actually likes... I'm talking about the beer now. Who actually likes Fosters, because that is some bad beer. Hey, Joe. Come on. On you. That's too low. On you go, you boys. There we go. First 3 bales are on. Watch Tom Pemberton. I need to. I've watched like 1 or 2 videos, but not much. Keenan Joe, whatever weird thing you've got going on, I don't need to know about it. Prefer cider? I used to, but college did it in for me for cider. Now I'll only have it ice cold on a very hot day. It's the only way I drink cider now. Mackies, what? I don't know these alcohol brands. You guys seem to forget that I tend to not drink, generally. And what I do is usually Guinness. By the way, can I just point out how perfect the bales are being stacked on this trailer right now? Before the weirdness in chat goes any further. Can you play them up with me? No, this is single player. And I've got... Do I have edited mods in? I don't have edited mods in. Do I have any tweaked mods? Do I have anything that's not... I don't have any private mods in for once. The last bale stack, Edward, is going to be right at the back. I've figured out how to stack this thing properly, and it's 3 deep and then 1 right at the back. What's the fastest tractor? It's a Valtra. Set the world record at, what was it, 88 miles an hour, 87 miles an hour? Something ridiculous like that. There we go. Subscribe and like. Well, thank you very much, Jack. Is this one of these rare times where I'm actually doing some bale stacking correctly? I say rare, they're becoming increasingly common that I'm bale stacking vaguely well. I'm slightly worried by this. Where all the cows are animals? The cows are all in the shed. I actually need to buy more. What's the use of potato box pusher on the brown? To push potato boxes, I would presume. Clearly some people had a bit too much fun last night and are still perhaps under the influence of some very special items. Who knows what's in your backyard somewhere? Well, yeah, drag tractors would probably be faster. Jake? Am I getting silage? This is all hay. That said, I do need to compact the silage. It's probably going to be like the next thing that I do after this. This looks disturbingly like I know what I'm doing. That's it, I'm using the unstable beta patch. I'm sick of the animals. What a truly farm sim thing to say. Right. All aboard the struggle bus. Let's get this up to the Bale sell point. Show the cows. There we go. There's the cows. Cows. All. There should be 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, good lord, there actually are 12 cows in the field. Has CD said anything about the auto-load script on the brown? It's coming. Something's wrong with this engine. Somebody was saying this is straight piped. And it might well be, actually. Oh, no. Haha! Corner. You thought you had me defeated when I came in far too quickly, but I remembered this tractor has brakes. Is it John Deere? Oh, it's a Fendt. Fendt? No, it's a Deutz. Why do I somehow get all the green brands mixed up? Look at that top speed. There, oh, now we're hitting the torque. Oh god, now we're speeding. There we go. Just for the people who love watching me play in first person for whatever reason. And I will need to brake in a... Oh my god, the front wheels are doing exactly the right speed to look like they're not moving at all. That's weird. Right, harder on the brakes than that, Dave. There we go. And... in we go. I'm playing an Xbox controller. Yes! Because in terms of controllers, Xbox is my preferred, like, controller. Do I think John Deere's top of the range? I don't think any brand is top of the range. I think every brand has their own range and they've got tractors that are top of their ranges, but I don't think any given brand is better than any other given brand. Right, let's sell these. We've almost got enough for 6 more cows. This tractor is way too loud. Like, this is the reason that I've been doing most of the work this far zoomed out. Because at this distance I can at least hear what I'm trying... hear myself think. I need to detune the tractor slightly in terms of noise. Alright, let me just get the minus 100 in. Before even somebody says that I crashed into the truck that you can't even see. Yes, I know. I have to be in cab for this, aren't I? Is that the turn-off I need to take? No. New Orleans are bottom in terms of brand quality and Fender more towards the top. Is it wrong that I, in the nicest terms possible, in the nicest way possible, don't actually care what's like at the top of the bottom of like brand quality? Or like any metric that people who are buying real tractors would care about. I just care about, does it have the horsepower I need? Yes. Does it look pretty? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. I'll buy it. That's my method for choosing a tractor in Farm Sim. Is like, is it pretty? Yes. Does it do what I want it to do? Also yes. I see no negatives here. About this? No. This is still only on lease, and it's gonna be returned once I got the bales sold off, because I need to get more cows first. This is my problem, is I need cows first. Yeah, can the tractor do what you want it to do? Yes, good. It'll do then. That shall suffice entirely. It'll definitely be a future purchase, and that's the... I was talking in videos, and I think in a stream or two, about like getting a yard tractor, small yard tractor, and using that for some of the grunt work around the yard and the BGA once I get that. It's going to be that Fendt Deutz. Just because it looks derpy, and I like it. Which are very good reasons for purchasing a tractor. I need to actually double check if it can... also it's cheap, which is a really nice bonus. Can I take a front loader? I can't remember. Can you front loader? You can front loader. Oh, well, that's all of my decisions made. What about the Fortrit? It doesn't look as derpy as the Deutz, though. Like, I will admit that the Fortrit does look really derpy too, but the Deutz has that lovely derpy green on it as well. Plus, I mean, it's got a huge cab and a tiny nose. What's not to love? It's like somebody whose head is literally all forehead and they've just got this tiny little, like, giant eyes, giant nose, and then this teeny tiny mouth at the bottom, like,
hello, my name is John, and I have the world's smallest mouth. I was born this way, you see, and there's nothing I can do about it.
I'm glad somebody found the world's smallest mouth joke funny. Am I ever going to do an Xbox multiplayer? No, because that would require me to buy an Xbox. And that is unfortunately an expense that I can't justify. That neon green paint. Well, I mean, I don't know, there's something just inherently derpy about, like, I'm just gonna configure this as if I were to buy it today. Okay. Mitas. Wide tires. It is straight piped! Look at that! Because this is the version I have, this is the bog standard version. It is straight piped. And a front loader attacher, and that's all the options. This is the version that I would buy, and is it not truly beautiful? Or like something with... No, because that would confuse me into thinking it is definitely a Fendt. Hello, Ernie. It's going good. How's it going with you, dude? Or class? No, because I keep calling it a Fendt, and if it had red tires, it would just confuse me even more into thinking it was actually a Fendt. That's the last thing I need. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And I'm not wearing my glasses. So maybe my judgment's slightly off. Ooh. There we go. The CD Models weight pack now featuring 102 different weight configurations. For all of your front weight needs. Hey DMF. Load of flu most of the week, feeling better now, just in time to go back to work. Perfect timing! I need to change the coil on my e-cig. It's tasting nasty. I get the feeling there's something actually stuck in the coil. Have you got a tractor? Does it need weight? If so, we've got the weight for you. Come to CD Models Weight Emporium. Now featuring 10,000 front weight options for your tractor. Guaranteed that we have the front weight for you. 10 weights, each in a different colour independently. Just dial 1-800 What's with all the weights. That number again, 1-800. What's with all the weights? Sale now on. Why don't I get the trader nearer to the bales? Because I stopped it there and I've made my decision. Hello, SFDN, how are you doing today? Are you interested in some weights? Can I interest you in some weights, SFTN? CD Models is opening a new modding team exclusively for front weights. Hey, Marcus. Oats! Who needs oats? Front weights are the future. Who needs crops? Just farm weights. All you'll ever need. It'll be a pack of their weights. Oh, that would be too funny. That would be too delicious as a meme. That would really be too delicious as a meme. Did Dave have noodlingtons today? Dave did not. Dave had like a bolognese thingy. But Dave had a breakfast roll. Dave woke up at a human hour. Somehow. Yeah, next time I bring the Deutz back up to this field, it's going over there somewhere. You don't need crops, you just need weights. Hire out your weights. Weight rental services. Then you can farm your weights. I do know that people pull occasionally the blinker fluid trick to new people at mechanic shops. And they fall for it every time. The Abby's looking. I swear, he sent me pictures last night, and I had to stop for a second. He sent me more today, and I did the same thing. I had to stop for a second to make sure they were in game, because yeah, I've seen Abby's that look identical to those in real life. He's completely nailed the wear and dirt. Can I name all console mods? No. Don't think Giants could name all the mods that are on console. A long stand. I did see one where they were getting an apprentice to take air samples using a black plastic bag. I think there is a console command. Try exclamation mark console, Hayden. There at least was. You and the BB send the young boy for dog meat and ask the butchers. Oh my god. That's mean. Some of the pranks are genuinely mean. No? Must have got rid of it. That I'm using? Yeah, that I don't know either. I know that the fork that I'm using is on console, the Deutz is... the map is... But generally I don't check. I probably should, but I don't. Only reason I checked with the fork was because of CD's fork, and you're better off checking the website and just finding mods that you like, Alex. Like, don't use a mod just because I'm using it. If you see a mod that I'm using and you really like it, then definitely check the website, see if it's on console. But otherwise, yeah, just use mods that you are on console. I know this, but don't use a mod just because I'm using it or just because somebody's using it. Use it because somebody's using it and you like the look of it, or you like how it works, or something like that. Why are you retracting all your messages? I've got nothing against console players and people asking like if a mod's on console, but I kind of lose my patience when it's like, is this on console? And then I look at a different mod and it's like, is this on console? It's, could you just check maybe the website? Or asking me to list them, because like that's an impossible task. Yep, I totally know where I'm going right now. You can't hear it, but I'm getting my own back on the AI. I am standing on the horn currently. You only use mods that are tried and tested. Pretty much the same for me, unless it's something that I know that I won't need to troubleshoot much. Like something by Wobster or Courseplay. That I know I usually won't need to troubleshoot, then I'll use it. Sounds like your ears are ringing. It's so quiet compared to the bloody engine. I might actually tone down the engine, tone up the horn. Where'd you get the software for making mods? Making the models, it's Blender, it's available on Steam and generally on PC. The AI still stops at honks. The AI just wants excuses to stop and honk at you, I swear. Like this is the thing that I've noticed, is like you stop for 5 seconds, the AI pulls it behind you and yeah, it's like, oh, I can't help but notice you've stopped. On that note, 1, 2, 3, 4. They are so impatient! And what's worse is they drive so slowly! 1.3 is a small bit derpy, like the controller steering is a bit fast. Landy doesn't like the controller steering now. But other than that, like, it's pretty good, pretty stable. Might still be some bugs that I don't know about or haven't found yet, but it seems to work with most mods. I know Courseplay needed an update for it. GPS, I think needed an update for it, but I did update it after 1.3 beta came out, so it should be stable. I can think of another thing the AI might have had. That they're driving so slowly, yet so paranoid about getting places on time. An asthmatic ant carrying... That is an amazing... That's an amazing image in my head. The updated CR1090. Oh yeah, I forgot that they did that. What did they do to it? Did they just change the name? It looks like they just changed the name. One, two, three, four, five, six. 2, 4, 6. Oh my. I have the exact correct number of bales left in this field to do everything. They had something that probably looked like Sugar Yanis. Alley-oop! I'm not alluding to anything. I swear. Oh, Michael. How you doing today? You've got yourself exactly one horse. Is it named Farm Biscuit? Please tell me it's not named Hamburger. Or Tesco Beef. His name's Sam. Is that after Sam who works at Tesco? My stream passed down today. Haven't decided yet, to be honest. If if SFTN wants to go live at 7, then I can stop up then and pop on the Daytona 500. But I might continue till 8. Hayden, could you look up what time the 500 starts? I don't care if you look it up in Eastern or... This music fits very well. Just setting up. Ah, brilliant. Well, there you go, I'll finish at 7. And watch the Daytona 500, because nothing says entertaining like cars going in a circle for 4 hours. And that weird squared triangular oval shape being called an oval. $7:30, okay. The Jake that is in chat currently is not Traff Jake. Traff Jake is Jake2906. Actually, I think he's setting up for a 12-hour stream, Michael, so he might not be all that contactable. I can shoot him a message if you want, though. Like, if there's something urgent you want to talk about him with him. I'll make sure and mention the -8 so he gets angry and actually reads it. You don't need him? Okay. I might still send him a -8 related message. Hey again, Massey. I swear I'm using nothing but equipment. Is it Flyby that's got administration? No, it's BMI. It's Fly BMI. Flyby actually had to like tweet out or put on Facebook or send a press release saying, no, it's not us in administration. but thanks for being worried. We're fine, thanks. I'd just like to point out, Jake, that Norfolk isn't a country. Would it be hard to make a model with zero experience? Incredibly. Is it possible to make a model with zero experience? Absolutely. That's the... I actually, Alexander, would love to fly in a Dash 8 because I love the drone of the turbos. I love the prop drone. It's fun though so far. Yeah, it's not even that I got so frustrated with it, it's just that I knew that I wouldn't have enough time to finish it in the time frame that I wanted. And I just kept finding new things to do with my time, so it's one of those things that got away from me, unfortunately. It's a county, not a country, yes. But I live in Ireland. Hey, let's farm. You can understand quick why I tell people don't just jump into making a map from scratch. You need to do edits. Because making a map from scratch... yeah, it's a patience test. Ireland, yes. That bit that's just west of Wales. Yeah, that small island there, Ireland. Dash 8's really good, brake checks during taxi is good, full brake, full throttle and reverse thrust while taxing. I've never been on a Dash, I really want to. Done map edits before, yeah, at the start, yeah. I misread that as the start of 17, like, wow, you've been taking your time. Yeah, maps are a wild beast that you need to tame. Any new goals? I've hit 9450 about 17 times since I set the goal at 9450, so I'm not really all that bothered at moving it, especially considering earlier on today I was at 9448. I might bring it up to 9470 just for funsies though, or 9475. Hello, Lurk Mod. How you doing today, dude? You don't necessarily need to talk. just know I hope you're doing good, Lurk Mod. You taking the first yard at the cow area. What I did, I don't know if it was a good idea. I really don't. What I did was I laid out the fields first so that I knew what my working areas were. And then I laid in the road system kind of on top of that. So like I was building up in layers. In hindsight, it was probably a bad idea. But in terms of like getting the map to come together, it was building it up in stages and kind of layering it, and it made sense to me at the time. I'd probably do it slightly differently now. Five more sleeps and Captain Dave in the air again. Yeah, I might put up a poll at some point asking what you guys want me to fly. I've got a few planes that I'd like to spend a bit of time this week learning. Oddly, Zebo isn't one of them because I know how to fly Zebo. Although for some reason, and Hayden, you might be able to enlighten me a bit. Why do I keep getting TO config warnings on the Zebo? Yeah, I know your vote's 757, that's why it's not going to be in the list, because the 757 is going to take me more than a week to learn. I think the biggest plane is going to be Zebo 737 800X. I also have, and it wouldn't be FS Economy, but I also have some Embraers 170, 190, which are quite fun to fly. You have to press the CO check button. Where's that? I can't remember where that is. I also have an ATR 72-500, which is what Aer Lingus fly, or Stobart Air. And I actually do have a DC-3 1174, but that thing is really hard to navigate. That's the problem with the DC-3, is that it's incredibly hard. ERJ1. I don't have an ERJ 140. I've got the SSI like V2 evolution thing of the E-jets. I've not flown them much, but they're fairly easy to config. The problem that or the issue that I have, I don't know if it's a problem. I don't even know if it's an issue. The concern that I have is, with passenger jets, they take a while to set up. Like, I could be streaming easily for like half an hour before I even get into the air, or anything up to an hour, depending on stuff. I know of you 140. Hayden, are you planning on buying me random stuff off the org store again? Or sending me questionable links? Because I need to learn the planes that I do own before I get new planes. This is my issue. Like, I've got a lot of planes that I own, but I've flown maybe once or twice, and it's like I feel like I've wasted a bit of money here, having never flown this, but constantly flying the Cessna. Oh, by the way, Hayden, Friday's landing was like 123, which was bad, and I know it was bad. People to chat was saying it was a good landing. No, it wasn't. It wasn't touchdown zone though, so technically it was good landing. From like an airline pilot's point of view, it was good landing. But I was flying a Cessna. 203. Yeah, I tend to get into the 200s in Zebo. I usually end up in the mid 200s. Which I'll count as a good landing. They're not great, but you know, it touches down. Nobody dies. That's the main thing for me. Right, we should be able to get up to. We might actually be able to get up to 25 cows now. You're using 777? I don't like flying heavies. The heavies are a bit too heavy for me. They're a bit too cumbersome. Let's see if we can get up to 25 cows. If we can, we're cushy. Especially seeing as I'm allowing myself to sell milk whenever the hell there's milk. It'll be on Discord later. Worst dash landing I've ever seen was one of the ones where the landing gear failed. Hayden doesn't stream because he's on a MacBook. Mainly. And any streaming software in the world hates MacBooks for some reason. If he had a decent PC, or even an iMac, I think he'd be able to stream pretty easily. As much as I enjoy ripping on Apple stuff, their hardware isn't terrible. Usually. You have an iMac. I apologize. Can we have another cliffhanger? I mean, the cliffhanger really is going to be, if SFTN starts soon, can I afford the cows and still have enough money left over for, you know, the subsoiler I was planning on buying? Because I work it out that it's gonna, by my maths, I won't. Which is frustrating, because it means that the 5-furrow plough is going to have to go out in field 19. I am also going to be, for tomorrow's video, getting rid of the doits. Just because this is going to be a constant expense, because it's leased. Oh, that's why you're on. I always wondered why you were on 10. Right, let's get. I said brown cows, didn't I? Livestock trailer's full. This is going to be awful close to working out badly. Slight concern. Well, we'll be finishing up once I get these cows over to the yard. I'll start off tomorrow's video with the rest of the cows in the yard and probably a different tractor on the front of the trailer. SFTN's live! And that's why I'm finishing up after bringing the cows over to the yard. Because I don't want to finish halfway through moving the cows. Moving the cows. That pun was terrible. Yeah, see it. So, aim for tomorrow's video. I'll set it now. The rest of the cows are going to be in the, rest of the cows that I can afford, at least. Hopefully it'll be all 25. It'll be close. It might be 24 temporarily. Then, is there milk that I can collect? If there's milk, that'd be great. There is not enough milk to be worth me collecting. Yeah, tomorrow's video is potentially going to have some sort of weird chaos planning effect. Where I'm like trying to do 3 things at once. I might keep the doits for a bit longer, you know. Because that can, I think, pull the plough. Oh. I might plough with the doits and get something else on courseplay. Yes, these need to be moved. So we're now up to, I make it 18 cows. 2, 10, 18, yeah. But that is going to do it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with more farm sim. It'll only be a video tomorrow, there won't be a stream. Because Mondays are going to be a day that I just take off from streaming. Just so that I can chill out and relax. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.